I think we're at a critical stage of the negotiations. So we've just heard today that the COP president has got feedback from all the ministers who've been helping him run the negotiations on finance, on mitigation, on adaptation. And what's happening now is they'll develop a text. It will be released at midnight tonight, local time, and then countries will get the opportunity to look at that tomorrow, and then they'll iterate on it. And the idea is to try and get a balanced package that includes the finance side, the mitigation side, the adaptation side. Function like this, it's a long process. It's 2 weeks. You have the sort of political kick at the beginning from the leaders, you have the technical work, and then the difficult stuff, the political issues get sort of sent to ministers to deal with the issues that the negotiators can't do. And that's where we are at the moment. So these are big political issues. How much money, who pays it, who can get the money. These are all important issues that have to be done at really high level. So there's several issues. So one is finance. So essentially money to help developing countries cut their emissions, to adapt to climate change, to pay for the losses and damages they see. And on the other hand, there's what can we say about mitigation? What can we say about phasing out of fossil fuels? How can we give a steer to the nationally determined contributions? These are the climate plans that countries have to provide over the next year. So that's sort of where the balance is. But there are other things in the mix, but they're the two main things. I mean, all the countries are talking. You've got different views in the room, and the ministers who've just reported back have said, there's areas of convergence and there's areas of divergence, and that's again always the case in these things. And COPs have historically run longer than the sort of scheduled Friday time. We don't know if that's going to happen again, but they've gone sort of hours to days over in the last few years. We need to have a strong agreement on finance here. Because you want a good, solid basis for countries to be confident when they make their pledges. How much emissions are you going to cut? I know I'm going to be able to cut a high level because there will be some money behind it. So I think that's the key thing, is getting this finance deal so that next year, when the climate pledges are all going to be tallied up, we'll know it'll be stronger.